Hello everybody and welcome back! It is BTS Europe, the first of its kind. We are doing take 3 of game number 2 of Team Spirit going against Cookies. This is KotLGuy, joined remotely once again by MotPax here. We're going to give it another go. There has been internet issues. I don't even know if there's a stand-in or not. Then we had to retry that once more. MotPax, what the hell's happening? Is Team Spirit all 5 now, or do they have 2 stand-ins?
Team Spirit. Okay. Who knows, honestly. But everyone's in. Oh, they're moving.
Everyone's
People
in.
are moving their heroes.
Heroes are walking
This is a great
around,
start.
so I think we have a ball game here, folks. I'm excited about this one. Let's do it already. Cookies up 1 game. They were crafty. They were cheeky. They pulled out a couple of heroes we hadn't seen before. Your Death Prophets, your Lone Druid. And they got it done here. And it earned the respect and the respect bands of Team Spirit, who are now fighting for their tournament life here. So should be a good one. We'll see how it goes. They've had to match and counterpick in their draft, including that Sven to help with the cleave against this PL. But Cookies again doing cheeky things here. MotPax smoked up. They're heading long way up and above, and they could be rewarded quickly with an afterlife first blood. Let's see if it happens here. There's going to be a snowball. It rolls in. They're going to bring in some extra help. He gets off the crush. Ion shell, the slow, the cold snap, and bada bing, bada boom. Suddenly got Ash, the PL, with first blood. My goodness.
All right, well, off another quick start here. And certainly what you want for your PL, you know. And round 3 of game number 2 appears to be going okay. Now that there's a first blood, there's no backsies. That's it, guys.
I want this.
ranked games, but
I want this pace. The rest of the game. Let's go. Already possible new action at the rune. It looks like Spirit are going to see that the top is definitely going to be going to the way of Cookies, and they'll snag up what they can at the bottom. That's going to be Iceberg picking it up on his Lena here, and the lanes will slowly evolve here, and we'll get to see. It is going to be mid lane Invoker. I only say that because I saw one guy say that it could be an off lane Invoker from that Han player, and I was like, oh, I'd love to see that, but it definitely was not. And we'll see. We'll see if he is going to get something done here with this Tusk, who's going to be roaming a lot in the early lane.
yeah, and how annoying is this when you're the Invoker in the mid lane, though? Having this Bane here,
Oh,
just
Bane.
zoning you out.
Yeah, this is great. Mid laners love it, I'm sure.
Best part of the game right now, I'd have to say, honestly.
Top tower.
Now, he shot up pretty hard right at the end of 6.85. Didn't get too much of a nerf. What did he lose? Like 5 movement speed or something like that, I think?
Yeah, no,
He
he's definitely still a
changed to
problem.
Bane, so...
Definitely
Oh, man,
still a
they're
problem.
harassing Ash so hard. Bottom so low.
Oh, he's getting
Oh.
smacked. He's trying to wand up, and
Damn it.
the right click coming out. Always want to fly. Gonna get some vengeance from the start of the game, and they're gonna be taking down the PL. Nice little grab for them, and really a situation where it should not happen. And he's still level 1. Steps back in. This is a tough start already for Cookies in the bottom lane. Bane's coming down. That's when you know you have a problem. Bane's like, okay, got to get away from mid lane. I'm coming. I'll help you guys.
I'm coming, boys. They got the Nightmare. I don't know if they'll be able to get much off. It's just some harass, it would seem.
He's got the block. He's like, you can't go this way.
Okay, that's a big block.
Forces out a telekinesis here. And Mr. Loshara on the Sven. What a
He's got the
name.
mango.
He's looking to man up right now. They see Pablo, and they want to get a hold of him. Steph style, though. Interjects. Snowball. This Ion Shell. Going to work, though, for Radiant. They're going to turn it over. They got the kill. Loshara steps in, smacks him on the head, and he does go down.
Ash is still level 1 here. I don't know. Until
Team
you have that
Spirit.
doppelganger, you're really gotta be afraid here, I think. I'm loving these heal bombs coming out from Always Wanna Fly. Seems to be doing an extremely good job of stacking on a lot of damage early on. He's not just healing his teammates, you know. He's putting it on.
We know Fly for being a really good Dazzle player back in Empire here. This guy can time out a serious healing wave if necessary. So I'm gonna give him a hard time if he underperforms. So seeing him perform well, it's an expectation by now. Here we go. They're gonna make a catch possibly on the Bane. Telekinesis lift back. Snowball rolling in. Cold snap, and imagine Bane's gonna be making a similar look to his name right there. He goes down. Iceberg steps in.
Courier.
And what's that courier doing? It's an expensive courier, and it goes down. Iceberg, please. That courier can't come and fight with you. Looks like they might get something their way. Oh man, what the hell happened there? Wait, that was crazy. He just saw a fight and he's like, I gotta go, and I'm gonna bring everything with me in a big selection box or something. Or I guess he just forgot that the courier was already making a delivery. I didn't see. It does not have.
Yeah, I was bringing his bottle back, or bringing his bottle to him. So
Yeah.
just kind of forgot it was on the way and not flying, of course.
Oof.
Walked right down the danger zone.
I mean, they feel like a team that's definitely playing a bit more bloodthirsty. These dives at this bottom tier 1, but you can't get so caught up in seeing red that you can't even notice the courier. Unfortunately, is coming out with you. So, does sound like a little bit of team speak problems here now from the side of Cookies, but problems have been resolved, and we're going to get back and underway here. So, I hope Spirit are not losing team spirit right now, getting too caught up in trying to get this game back in the win column.
Yeah, it's not too worrisome, simply because he's up against the Invoker, so won't be battling it out. You can see he's already getting, he's getting a bounty rune in almost 4 minutes, so Iceberg very fortunate that the other mid is not contesting these runes, just trying to keep his farm up, head towards what will likely be the Midas, heading towards the Quas Wex build, of course. No points in Exhort, which is really odd these days, actually. Basically everyone wants it early to get the Alacrity.
Yeah. That's what everyone said. Like, oh, with this new buff, Alacrity level 2. Alacrity level 2. Gotta get it.
Yeah, that was the big thing.
But not for this guy. Not for Cookies.
Oh, nice fake out. Oh,
yep.
Lashara. He's faking out that Stormhammer, forcing out the Doppelganger. And now that's 20 seconds where Ash just can't go near the creep wave.
Mind games.
Really well
and
played.
Unfortunately for him, he does go kind of close. Bane comes in. Godblack looking for the setup. Stormhammer, they're surrounded. They get the little bit of heal bomb potential. They get the kill. Nice grab. Ash, man, he is being put into a hurt locker in this bottom lane. And at that same time, though, they are able to get their own catch. It looks like Slaughter does go down the top lane from the side of Spirit.
Is under attack.
That's so sick, though, by Lashara. You just secured that kill by doing nothing but pump faking a Stormhammer.
Yep. Now, Cold Snap mid lane. They're making it go into Iceberg here. They got the help here coming in from Mr. Pablo. Sets it up, telekinesis, but an LSA does catch. And now the step in from Slaughter Afterlife gets the crush, but Steph steps in, gets the finishing blow, takes down Iceberg. Now he's looking to run back and away. Afterlife waiting, gets a crush, and gets a return kill with the right click right there. Will be a 1-1 trade for now, and even always want to fly rotating in. Nice little grab for Cookies at the end of the day.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yep, anytime you get down the mid laner, they got 322 gold out of that gank. Nice, good shit right there. Lashara in a little bit of trouble, though, these Spirit Lances, man.
Oh, he stays close
well.
enough. Yeah, the snowball comes in. Step back. They both get caught with the stun. But it's only a minor inconvenience. The block not going to be there. And that has just secured the getaway for Lashara. And Bane steps in and says, nah, not going to happen. Gets the sap, gets the kill, but it looks like he may lose his own life. Suddenly a wild Pablo has appeared. But then all of a sudden Lashara returns, and he's pump faking still, and that one will be doppelganged away. Loving the little mind games here. Always want to fly. He's finally going to show up and offer the bit of assistance, I guess, necessary. But for no kills, that was a nice little heated exchange right there. Dirty looks, if you will.
Well, look at this. Salve handed off to him, so it'll be A-okay to stick around. Already get his treads up. I wonder if he'll probably just be straight Blink, I imagine. The only other initiations they're going to have is going to be the Slidar, so always going to be looking to set up these LSAs.
Uh-oh.
Kezu might be in trouble up here.
Does a little bit of a soul ring efficiency here. Gets a nice sidestep, avoids the LSA. Has to drop the wall. Will lose his own life to the Iceberg Dragon Slave. Afterlife, please don't walk through that wall. Okay. He's going to be fine. Turns around the creeps. We'll make it back and away, but look who's creeping in. Steph. Steph's like, I want that kill. Oh, he walks past Lena. He's not going to see it. He goes for the short snipe. He gets it done, my man. Steph style. What a player. And it happened right behind the back of Iceberg, who didn't even see it coming.
Wow, well played. He knew exactly what was happening there. Map hack going on, but
Bane
now in trouble bottom lane.
Pull back EMP. Doesn't matter. If it misses, they're going to get the grab. And look at this. Steph is on the move once more. That shard block is going to force him back and around the corner. Lashara could be the man left behind here. Gets the stun up, but a tornado is going to be waiting for him. And, oh, nice little grave. Goes right for the TP. And he's out of there. That could have been a lot worse. A lot worse for Team Spirit.
All right, man. We are just brawling it up here.
I'm loving it.
Fight after fight.
Loving it like McDonald's. Uh-oh, Iceberg's in trouble. Right back to work here is Cookies. They move in. Cold snap. A couple of
Radiant's
pokes.
middle
Poke,
tower
poke,
is
poke.
under
This
attack.
Invoker gets the tornado. Gets the EMP. Iceberg. Can't believe it. And he's going to go down. Fade Bolt snipe from Mr. Pablo. And it's quickly 7-7. This was coming off what felt like a really nice start for Team Spirit. It's all cookies all day now.
Yeah, and again, Pablo, he's going to be close to these 8-minute arcanes. So you can see they definitely are putting the emphasis on, too. Like, they actually gave him a kill, I remember, last game. Like, the Death Robin, we think, intentionally left that for the Rubik. So they are putting quite a bit of emphasis on him and making sure that he can rotate and be good. Well, now, Bane in trouble here. KotLGuy.
Yep, with an
I don't
ion
know.
shell.
Nightmare.
That
combo.
was
Nice
just
job,
too
Tusk.
easy right there, and that just shows that Spirit really do not have the vision. They have, and if you're not gonna have that vision, yeah, you probably shouldn't be up that close. I mean, they're just in the dark as far as the rotations on the side of the map for Cookies, and it's gonna put them in a pretty nerve-wracking position. Afterlife now jungling, the safe choke point jungling right now. Shara needs to be a little bit careful now. The lane's already pushed under the tier 1. Cookies now just kind of taking a dominant position here against Team Spirit. Casual earn now picked up
Kezu
from
is so
Invoker.
rich.
All right.
Like, he's 500 gold ahead of his Invoker. 2-1-2. 63 last hits already, and now he's cleaned up the small camp as well. This is going to be a really early mechanism for them. And this is perfect. This is exactly what they want to do, man. Keep fighting, keep pushing, give Ash a little bit of space, you know, let him get up some of his own core items. It's looking good.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
where's the Blink Dagger for Afterlife? That's big.
Yeah, it would be big, but he needs a lot more time here. Mid lane, sleep set up onto Invoker. Response is coming out. They'll get the kill. It cost them the Laguna for it, but will there be a response here from Cookies? First on the scene is Kezu, and he just dies. He's, you know, he overcommits really before backup is quite in play, and I guess just underestimates the presence from Team Spirit, and he will go down. So
All right. Well, that's definitely looking good here. So certainly, I mean, it's not like they're totally out of it or anything like that, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know. The Blink Dagger is going to be the big one, I think, for me. There's nothing else really big coming. That is a Ring of Health on a Lina. Is that an early Aether Lens?
yeah, you know what? I'm thinking it is. It's not the
That's
first
big.
time. I've been seeing more Linas pick up Aether Lens. I think even in WCA we saw a couple of them. The priority of it going before or after a Yules, I guess, can be a bit finicky game by game, but I don't know. I guess Iceberg feels it's first pickup after Arcanes. Unless it's an early Bloodstone and he plans on taking apart the Arcanes.
Really going in, eh? Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they're going to be... It's going to be the Helm the Dominator. Probably into the S and Y is the most common thing on Sven these days. It's like the new meta build that everyone seems to be going for. Might pick up a Blink somewhere in between, either after the Sanj or possibly Yasha, depending on the player.
Oh.
And it's still, man, it's just Afterlife. Gotta fire him.
Swing and a miss from both the Tusk and the Tornado. And by the way, I realized I'm thinking of even the old school Bloodstone build up. So it's definitely got to be the Aether Lens. Yeah, takes apart the Arcane Boots, uses the stone there, and they'll go ahead and have it. So, all right. You know, it does lack that move speed now. Does really lack the catch. But I guess they figure they're going to get that catch from the blinking Slardar. And maybe even just a casual Sven. Sven may also consider getting a Blink Dagger in the future. Because, you know, with one Yules not being there, they'll need something else to kind of fill that spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Radiant's middle tower
It's a pretty
is
big
under
part of
attack.
Lina. Just like you need them just kind of stay still for a second and they're dead. So, well, they got Snowball bot.
Deja vu possibly for KotLGuy here, and it looks like it will be.
Radiant's
They
middle
would love to get
tower
a
is
secondary
under
one.
attack.
Always want to fly. Still has
Oh,
the grave,
nice.
unable to use it, and it looks like they might get it. Gets off the heel, trying to get off, but no, cold snap. Not going to allow him to do anything. And that is a
Radiant's bottom
twofer
tower is under
for
attack.
Cookies here in the bottom lane. And you know what? I was like saying in the draft that if this Evoker was going to go more into, you know,
Radiant's
Boss
middle tower is
Wex.
under attack.
Oh, mid lane, yeah, that's a Laguna on the Steph, but it looks like it's not going to matter. They already get the Walrus Punch. Dragon Slave will go off for Iceberg, so we at least get something for it, but that's 3 kills now all day for Cookies. Rolling in Afterlife, gets the tower after a crush. What a man. And might be able to make it away or not. Surge coming out from Rubik. It's a high-speed chase. Oh, not going to get in there, though. And that's good. That's good for Team Spirit. They get the tower. It's a little bit of something after losing 3 heroes.
Radiant's top tower is under
Well,
attack.
they have the Laguna Blade too, so gonna be looking for a sneaky little gank here. Possibly if they dive too deep bottom lane or something, trying to focus down Ashes. Try and make himself away.
A mighty big Loshara stack happening right now. Gotta pay your
God,
respects.
that is...
Woo! Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, but the invoker.
Ha-ha, fool! Oh, man. Gims. He gets gripped, though. Oh, they stacked the stun. He's going to get healed up. He's fine. There's a grave. They need some team assistance here. They're trying to step in. Darkseer is there. He has no wall. Just a vacuum here. And they're not going to be able to get a kill yet. On the other side, the Laguna in. Iceberg's in trouble. He'll be the first to fall. And now Goblak could have overextended here. Ash making it to high ground. Steps in with the Lance, getting the slow here on the Goblak, but the team was nicely crushed there from Afterlife, so they could not catch up. Now they put their focus onto Always Wanna Fly. The Dazzle may be the easy target right now, and it will be. 2 down now for Cookies. Another good couple of kills for them. This team is relentless.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird engagement there, but they just picked up 1,600 gold towards, well, in terms of a net worth change towards their own team, so certainly gonna be happy with that. We still have only seen 1 tower go down, but it's only 14 minutes in. They know the most push-heavy lineup from the side of Cookies here, and it looks like it'll be a nice little early Yule Scepter for maybe to the Gims. I don't know. We'll go with that. The Invoker.
Oh, Blink in Crush, trying to get the Invoker. Follow up LSA. They got the mech though. They're keeping him alive and well. He's good. Vacuum back into a wall. Iceberg goes down. It's heartbreaking right now for Team Spirit. Shards connected. Always Want to Fly now to turn the corner. Going to be forced out with the Great Spirit Lance coming in. The Spirit may be just broken overall at this point. Your MotPax. They lose another 2. And Cookies on the verge of 2-0ing. Team Spirit at this rate. Still very early to say, but they just continue to go to work here. Even now it doesn't stop. Loshara really wants this tower, but it might pay for his life hanging around too long, and it looks like that could be the case. Cold Snap's going to be there. Kazoo already steps in. Vacuum back. Move in from Afterlife is nice, but there's more help, and they're going to continue to lift him up and down. EMP and a stolen bolt. Very nicely done from Pablo. Will help secure the kill. A killing spree now for Invoker. Jump in from Afterlife, trying to get the Crush, but Snowball's there from Steph. The Crush will miss. Steph's going to go in. Has shards. Oh, it's not going to block.
Slippery fish. Guy's too speedy.
Oh, man. Still,
I gotta say, I'm so impressed by Pablo. This guy, he's been holding on lift. Like, there have been so many times where he could have just lifted somebody, but he knows he doesn't need it. And then a second hero comes in, and that means he can get the kill secure on them as well. Like, he has just been nailing it on this Rubik. You guys, you know, you want to learn Rubik, check this guy's replays here. And very enjoyable to watch.
very selfless kind of a play. Knows that there's, and especially in, well, European Dota, there's always opportunities that there's going to be a follow-up kill, probably after that first one. Someone always looks to get involved right away. And you can see it from both of these teams. It's just Cookies know that they have the power advantage right now in that better team fight. And the presence Tusk made in the early game and just constantly keeping Team Spirit on edge has formed them now into a bit of a shell. And now they got to pull out cheeky plays like this. They creep into the Roche, and with the help of this amp damage, they might be able to get it down really fast. And
they're smoking.
Oh no, Cookies. They have an idea.
How fast is it gonna be? Crosswax Invoker.
Tornado. Oh no, he throws it the other way for Always Want to Fly. It looks like they are going to be able to get it down. Iceberg is going to be picking it up after it does drop to Team Spirit. Now commitment in from Kazoo. Gets a wall off, but almost loses his own life. Aegis is already going to be popped from Iceberg, who's still trying to find a good Laguna target. Gets Yules up and back down. Lance is going to be there. Sven's already down. Trying to get Evoker, can't even get him. It's disaster for Spirit. They're only able to get down Pablo. And Afterlife, one of the lone survivors here, retreating in the lower lane. Can't even make it away. Invoker is there waiting for him. Gets the cold snap off Tornado. He is down. Not even a walrus punch is necessary there. More going right for Cookies. Spirit are able to get the Roche and the Aegis at the end of the day, but once again, just may not have been worth it.
Yeah, actually, I know we were both kind of like, what's he doing with that Tornado? But they immediately eliminate Always Want to Fly on the Dazzle. And without that Grave, keeping the Sven alive, like, he just melted. I mean, like, there was no chance for this 5 seconds of freedom swinging away with your god strength, you know? So I really like the priority they put on the heroes in that fight.
Yeah.
And again, the stolen amplified damage, like, that's how they got the kill on Slardar. Pretty comical. So again, Pablo, even from the grave, he was able to make stuff happen. Playing really well, really solid from the side of Cookies here. I think they're gonna have a lot of fans after this series, win or lose.
For sure. Seeing teams like them, and it like reminds me of like Wings, a WCA team that tried a lot of new things and played very aggressive. They played their game of Dota, not just like posing as like their favorite tier 1 team. They play their game of Dota, and it seems to work, and it earns the respect of a tier 2 team, a tier 1 team, and yeah, it does draw a lot of new attention, and they start to see what works, and we'll see if we get to see a lot more from them. But already a very promising series for Cookies. Funny name too. Mid lane, Bane set up with a sleep here, follows it up with the grip, denied. Oh, self-sleep off of the tornado. I don't know. The setup is there, but
no, Pablo stole it.
Oh, he stole it and used it.
Yeah, he just shift.
But what was the purpose, KotLGuy? KotLGuy's trying to make a setup play, thinking it's like a one-on-one. It's definitely not.
Yeah, that was pretty weird, actually.
That's where you just start thinking maybe the morale may be a bit broken here from the Dire side, but hopefully not the case. These guys, some of them crafty veterans here, and they've been around the block of being on the back end of a game here. So we'll see. What is the comeback factor going to be, though, for them? We have Sven, who is building more into the muscle. So already got a Sage complete, and then he goes right back into an Oak Club, maybe realizing that a BKB is very necessary in this one. And I don't think I need to emphasize the struggling game it's been for Iceberg here, but do we put any of that into the way he itemized it all? Would it have been better at all if he went Yules first or not? I'm not too sure if that would have been the case, or it just would have been a hard game at the end of the day.
I think it didn't really come down to the items so much this time, simply because the Blink Dagger wasn't like really late on Afterlife. Like, I mean, it wasn't as early as you'd obviously like. I mean, everyone really wants it at, like, 8 minutes, honestly. Like, it's at the game of your life, but they didn't really connect even once they did get the Blink Dagger, you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't really a fight I saw where Afterlife initiated, we saw like a 2 or 3 man LSA, knock somebody down, and then take it. But the mechanisms, the sustains, now a Guiding Grease for Kezu is gonna run right into them.
Yeah, he walked right into a smoke setup here. Yep, that's just one of those plays. You're just in the wrong neighborhood. When they rolled in, they just mugged the guy. We caught it live on film, and there's just nothing that can happen about it. And now they just look on over to the bottom lane, and they're just like, this tier 1 looks pretty nice. It'll be ours. In fact, they're anticipating that Spirit are on the run here, and they're trying to catch out anyone TPing away from trouble. Clearly showing that they are the alpha male in this game, and they're going to be going right for this tier 2. And we can't help but continue to think what plan B is going to be for Spirit.
I wonder what Ash is going to do here on the PL. Like, is he going to go right into the Boots of Travel? Because he's been saving a gold for a while.
Yeah.
But maybe seeing the advantage they're at, he might go for the Diffusal Blade since the BKBs aren't out yet and they just killed the Sven.
I think Diffusal Blade might be nice just for the Sven. We'll see, though.
Yeah. I don't think you need the split push quite yet, But you could as well. It's going to accelerate his farm, obviously, quite a bit. So see what he wants to go for.
They might just recognize that they have that much of a power advantage right now that if they can build in a way to take more fights and win the game pronto, that'd be nice than going down a road of building to farm faster for more anticipation of the late game. We'll have to see if that's the case or not for Cookies. Spirit, though, I'm wondering if they recover for late game. Like, I don't want to go as far as to say backup Midases, but backup farming tools.
They actually scouted out this triple stack, and they pinged it a couple times when they went by. They had the Sigil flying over top, but that's a ton of gold. That was like, 700 gold just went there. Oh, yeah, Iceberg, you're in trouble, my friend. So he'll go down to the bottom lane, but it's definitely a big run back for Sven. Like, it's going to put him a lot closer to this BKB.
Just feels like if Team Spirit, crossed the river, Steph Style has the radar and is like, someone crossed the river, get over there now, and we got to stop him. And he always has like a +1 or a +2 with him. Uh-oh, reports in. Spirit are in the river at the top. Let's get there now. A couple TP to the mid lane, and I would not be surprised if somehow Cookies was just on the case here. They're just constantly out for blood. Invoker's on the move.
Man. He is just out there right now. This is like some.
What are you
What
doing?
is this?
What are you doing? You are in the
So-
wrong neighborhood. That is too far. Look at that's what you cross the river, you die. Now he comes in, the magician, and this is always one flight, desperate to
trying
get
to
off
get
a
this grave
grave.
off.
It's the
That was
grave
bad.
dance. I feel terrible for laughing at him, but my God, he's just throwing his arms up like, please,
All he got was
please.
a tornado.
Oh, it reminds me of like the Earthshaker dance when a clockwork jumps him, and you're just like, please let me get a totem or something off, please. Oh, it's so sad. Cookies now, recognizing they have advantage in numbers, they start pushing their advantage across the river. This could be a good opportunity to sweep through, get some nice aggressive wards down if possible, because they can't control this Spirit jungle. They already have the tier 1 down this top lane. It's just a matter of maybe getting a bit more vision for yourself.
Well, sure, he's got it now.
Oh,
so it's
smoke
BKB.
popped.
That's
Bye.
deal.
Oh, God. Just a drive-by invoker who's just having the time of his life, running around with Faze and Yules, just casually sweeps by and ghost walk, and just ruins any sort of smoke attempt from Spirit. It's hard.
Yeah, that would have been big too. That would have been the big reveal on the BKB. So now, yeah, he'll still show it off up here. But you got to think they want to get some sort of a battle going.
Yeah. This is going to be tricky, and I don't know if they just want to wait on the side of Spirit for another Roche and attempt a behind-the-back Roche play. It's clear that they're not able to go on the offensive and make a setup happen. You love to have that dream where you get a huge crush and Sven's able to knock everyone down, but Sven can't even knock down a set of, little ogres right now without getting trouble here. He decides the man mode, and they are going to be taking down the Tusk. Fiend's Grip on the Pablo here. Hey, look at this. Spirit on the comeback. They get a couple of supports, but good heads up from Cookies core players to be like, yep, this is not our fight, and they just peace out.
Yeah, it's good. Finally get something going the way of Team Spirit. Obviously, the first charge of the BKB used slightly defensively, but they get 2 kills out of it, so they'll be quite happy with that. And I could feel the hate towards Pablo in that Laguna Blade right there. I was like, you pesky Rubik.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was the salty mid lane experience all in one final Laguna Blade. I don't blame Iceberg. It has been a hard game for his Lina, and still has 5 kills, so I was expecting to see a bit of a worse KDA right there, but still is holding his own. We look at the net worth, and it feels like it's more of an advantage for Cookies than we're actually looking at on paper, so I guess that could be more credit to Team Spirit on being able to utilize what bit of the map is out there for them. I'm mocking for how they're not really capable of crossing the river without running into trouble, but their side of the river, they're getting a lot of farm out of it. And I don't know if that's Cookies not putting those wards down more offensively and controlling the map or what. But they're just still trying to be like river guards right now. Don't even think about crossing that river. We're going to get you. Tornado.
Yeah, honestly, they've been so on point. I think every Ancient has been set. Like, they've got a consecutive stack going for the past, 8 minutes or so. And there's always going to be an extra one there for Loshara, and that's massive. Like, that's so much extra gold for your team. We haven't seen that at all from the raiding side, they just don't have the heroes that can really clear it. And, again, look at the sentries that they're putting in the jungle. Like, they're putting so much emphasis on keeping this free because they know that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Radiant's bottom tower has been
And,
denied.
yep, they
All the
continue to
major
build up
spots.
that economy. I like this little item pickup over back on Cookies. We see Pablo pick up the Aether Lens on a Rubik. I never really thought about that, but hey, everything. Range on Telekinesis, huge. Fade Bolt, big. Stealing spells, amazing. So, and you could use the mana. He didn't opt for Arcanes. He just straight up split them apart, and that's where you can get your mana substance from. Bottom lane, though, smoke movement in. They're scouting out the Roche with a Sunstrike, it sounds like. But Team Spirit looking to get this game back. Pablo is invis. Do they have a dust? Detection? Anything? No. There's
dust.
Oh, they dust. They catch him, but it might be too late. He's already forced out. He's to safety. He's to his team. But they're committed. They're looking to finish him off, and they will get it here. Sweeping in, though, Tornado forces Spirit back a bit, but it looks like they're still going to be able to get the follow-up, taking down Steph. It's another duo of supports taken down from Team Spirit here, and little by little, they're like, we will cross that river. We are going to take this game back. And suddenly this game's feeling like we're getting back into a stalemate.
Dire's
Yeah, they were
bottom
a little
tower
slow on the
is
grab
under
there, but it's
attack.
alright. Grab themselves Roshan. Ash completely abandoning it. He'll just head to the top lane. Got that diffusal blade. All 8 charges still ready and available. And he'll probably be able to get this tower. I don't know. They are obliterating this Roshan. They might be able to defend.
Roshan has fallen.
They get it real fast. They go top. Ash says, "See you later."
Yeah.
And Sven is just going to take over the lane right now, and still has full 9 seconds on his BKB. Do we feel like mobility might be
They have a
necessary
sentry
on Sven?
on Matra here.
Oh,
He's in vision.
he's
right
like,
now.
yeah, I'm just doing these golems. No
Look how
big
cool
deal.
Loshara's playing it right now.
Yeah, you know, no big deal. Just killing this ogre family. I might go that way. I might go this way. But you know what? That's good. Patience from Invoker right there. Knows that the rest of the team's missing. Keeps a good safe distance away. And will not risk getting caught out whatsoever. So we'll see. But I was going to say, for Sven, does he need to get any sort of mobility for himself? Or is it safe to just put that onto the back of someone, just like, you know, the setup from the Slardar or even the Yules from Iceberg?
Personally, I always see a lot more success in the Pro Series whenever they just go for the Blink Dagger. It just seems like you just need it, like, honestly. If you don't have a massive amount of lockdown where you're going, like, at, like, Black Hole or something like that, it seems like you gotta have it at some point or another, so I'd like to see it come out next form. I think it makes the most sense with his current build. He still has space to grow if he wants for damage. He can go for, like, Satanic and stuff, and yeah, he'll grab it, so... Really good. That's a lot scarier for Ashe, too, because it gets harder to dodge at the Doppelganger when you just blink right on top of him.
Yep.
That 0.1 second. Nice little change there.
Has the little wolf creep now, so he hits pretty damn hard. And now Cookies can't just rely on the fact that they have the power advantage and can just easily take any fight that happens to come across their way. They got to do things a bit more disciplined, a bit more strategic. And they are smoked up now. And they're looking for a setup. Look at this play. Just slightly up and north. Loshara just kind of dangling himself in front. But they know this is too good to be true. You can't just jump this Sven. There's got to be help behind him. And they're like, Rubik, get in lane. Draw them out. Oh, look at this flank play possibly. Iceberg, though, getting a bit close. Cookies just...
I like the spread from Spirit.
This is good. They can't make a commitment on the one. They are going to go for Iceberg here. Jump in, Walrus Punch, EMP. Does get the grave, but oh man, Loshara cleans up the back lines right there very easily, and then they get the follow-up kill, taking down the Darkseer. Spirit in full and firm control. Afterlight secures a double for himself, but they are the bullies. And they have just taken this tier 2, and they've just taken over dominance of this game.
Yeah. Perfectly coordinated right there. Yeah, I mean, the second that you saw them go into Iceberg, it was like the hair trigger got snapped there, and they jumped all over top of Cookies there, and Steph's still trying to kind of toy with Afterlife as he hops in the base to grab himself a Vlad's, but no buybacks here. None of this Quas, Wex, Invoker nonsense here trying to push towers, so they'll only be able to get this set of racks. 2 towers still up in the other lanes.
Ooh, Afterlife. Looking to body check near the fountain, it seems, but yep, the racks are down. Spirit got to be feeling pretty good now. They'll step back. They'll take this time. And they were so happy with the advantage they got from this big old push. They planted 2 obs back-to-back in the Cookies jungle right now. But this puts them in a strong spot. Cookies, I don't know, is it already going to be them on the split push offensive now? Trying to farm out on the side. How late game can they go with this Ashe PL, who went into Boots of Travel after picking up a Diffusal, but will need certainly a lot more. I mean, what do you even build now to survive against something like this Sven and this heavy physical output in Cleave? Or you just avoid the fight?
Of Team Spirit, you've got a Bane who looks like he's heading towards a Crimson Guard, so I don't know if the Radiant want to consider that for themselves. It's a little bit unusual. It'll be the second ever on a Bane. So
that's nice. That's nice.
Funny. I'm even surprised there was one, to be frank. So way to go, SVG, locking down that first ever. But all right then, I don't know what you want to do. I think the Aghanim Scepter obviously on the Invoker, a big deal. Like if he can survive a little longer in these fights and get off more of his spells, like the BKBs are going to start to wear down, right? Like we're down to 8 seconds now for Loshara, and I feel like with every charge they want an objective at this point. You don't want to be heading up high ground with a 5-second charge later on. It's time to make business happen here.
Yeah. And Spirit are doing their own business. Mid lane sieging a bit at this tier 2.
Dire's
Having
top
Darkseer
tower
push out
is
the
under
top
attack.
lane in the meantime here for Cookies. Oh, almost a commitment in from Loshara. But they will not make the jump. Step back, they regroup a bit. We've still got a while for the Rosh, as you can see, over 5 minutes before it's even going to be back up
Dire's
here. Spirit
structures are
still
fortified.
continue to use this window of
Dire's
opportunity
top
to
tower
at least
is under
siege
attack.
down the rest of these outer towers and force and corral Cookies back into their
Dire's
own
top
base.
tower has fallen.
Tornado. Oh, what a nice jump from Afterlife. Follow up. That Fiend's Grip still going to connect even with the 4 staff. Follow up. They got the stun. They got the kill. Invoker is out of this game. No buyback, and that might have just been the trigger point for Spirit to win this one. But here comes the defense. Vacuum in the wall right now. Spirit not going to be broken from that. Steph will be going down. Iceberg picks up that one right there.
Dire's
Cookies.
top tower is under attack.
Look to possibly
Yeah, they went
re-engage.
in deep, but they got him.
Yeah, they got him. Tier 2, they step back and finish it off. That plus these couple of kills. Spirit may not decide to commit to this high ground. No, they want to. While
Radiant's
Invoker's
middle
down
tower is
and the
under
Tusk
attack.
is out, they have a big advantage in numbers. Oh, a jump in stun. Unfortunate there for the Darkseer. He will go down. He does have buyback and maybe necessary here if they want to try to defend. They're diverting
Man,
attention,
I'm so
but
confused by this Laguna. She had a arcane rune, and so it's already back up. She actually used it on PL illusion, which was a little unfortunate, but only a 35-second cooldown with the arcane buff.
very nice. Well, they're not going to be using it in a new fight. They got what they needed. Tier 2, couple of kills, a little bit of siege damage there. This on top of already the bottom racks being down. And Spirit still in a really good spot. That started just Invoker. Not expecting the catch to be coming there from Afterlife, but this guy can seriously close the gap. And Invoker may have just stubbed his toe a bit too hard at that point, but I guarantee he might not make that same mistake again.
Yeah, they're certainly prioritizing him in every fight. I think that's definitely the play. Like, we've already seen he doesn't have buyback. Might have it for the next one, only 300 gold away. So it could turn the tables if they want to commit that deep for him again. But, like, the spend, that's really his only worry, right? Like, Diffuse the Blade, yeah, obviously, big deal there. But the Invoker has just been disastrous, so... I don't know. We want to go for the top tower. And what do you do on the side of Cookies? Like, do you need to be aggressive? Ash, like these boots of travel, he just has not been getting the map pressure that one would expect from a PL.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure if maybe it's not one of his bigger heroes, but certainly like it's not very often you see him still behind the Darkseer 35 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I feel like he just will need so much at this point. I mean, the newest thing I've seen him pick up, it looks like a Yasha here. Yeah, so like move speed and a little bit of more farm. But without having that extra bit of life, without having maybe at this point a butterfly or something, it's going to be very difficult for him to get a lot done if this Sven is anywhere close and getting involved. So we'll have to see what the potential is. They could split push all they want for now. Spirit are happy to hold out, wait out for the Rosh. It looks like it will be a bit of a longer timer right here. This could be to the benefit of Cookies if they're trying to just build up what substance of farm they can. But for the most part, a lot of their supports especially are just going to be stuck on a very passive play and not really getting involved, not nearly as much as they used to. Not going to see Invoker having fun. So this is where Invoker's having fun. This is where he's not having fun. He is not running around on the offensive right here. It's maybe looking for setups, but it's just running around to get intel. And look at this. Even at that point, they almost catch him. Whoa. Now, Afterlife does make a jump here onto Ash. Gets the crush off. Ash is going to be forced to doppelganger away. And Iceberg was trying to get in close. Even with the Aether Lens, not quite close enough to get the Yule's catch. And PL will make it away.
All right, well, looking pretty good. Brush them all off. Head towards this tier 2. Gonna open up the map just a little bit more here.
Radiant's
And
top tower
Invoker,
is under
Tornado,
attack.
Ice Shards. Do they want to commit those? The question. No mana now for the Sven.
Doesn't look like it's going to deter him too much. We have some arcanes from anyone, huh? Well, they're on cooldown from Fly. Looks like.
It's damn Aether Lens, man.
Yep. Aether Lens taking over. Oh, jump in. Steph's not going to get crushed. Nice Deafening Blast. We'll catch Loshara.
Dire's middle tower is under
As he jumps in, snowball on in.
Oh,
Vacuum wall. Very nice here. But they just shrugged that one off. And they look to chase down
Radiant's
and
turret
punish
has
here.
been killed.
Kazoo. And it looks like they
Dire's
will.
bottom tower
Meanwhile, Iceberg secures a double kill, now finishing off Tusk. A long, drawn-out chase here, maybe pulling attention away from the base. Darkseer just happy to create a bit of space for now, but eventually they will catch up with them and they will finish them off. On the other side, though, EMP always want to fly. Nice dodge with the Force Staff here. And it looks like it's going to be Spirit's game here in game number 2 as they finish off this tier 2. Not very many options left for Cookies to find their way back into this one.
Yeah, what a comeback, man. They were down so many kills. Like, and now if you actually look at like the net worth graph, they haven't had a kill for, geez, it looks like it's been about, what, 15, it's been almost,
yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a long. It's almost
while.
been 20, could that be right? Has it really almost been like 20 minutes-ish?
Well,
that is kind of insane.
Yeah, the tower destroyed.
It's been about 15 minutes.
Yeah, oof. Those options are just not there. And it's weird. And it's a lineup where you think they have the early laning advantage in the early game in their control. That only makes things that much better for when you have like a PL in your lineup. But the mid-game power coming out from Spirit, just so good. And it all started getting a couple of takedowns of those supports. And that was just the nice little economy boost I guess they needed. And ever since then, they have been in the more dominant position. And coming from a point when I was laughing about how they're not able to cross the river, they now control the whole game. That's good. That's a team that has their head in the game and is not looking to tilt too easy, and they're making a move. This Invoker, who's still trying to be running around scouting, might be punished here. Will be. Laguna's going to finish him off very easy. He's out for a minute. We'll probably need a buyback. Team Spirit could decide to move on to the base with the power of the Aegis here, and I don't think there's going to be very many options for how Cookies are going to stop it.
No, and I really like third Roshan, so they got the cheese on the Sven. Don't have to worry about that awful death there where you lose your God Strength to come back with the Aegis. Just cheese up instead. So they're just going to wail away this tower.
Tier 3 down. God Strength pop for now. He doesn't seem to be right-clicking. He's caught up in arms right now. What is going on? A vacuum back, a huge wall right now. Cookies trying to pull out a final hurrah of a defense, but still never seems to be enough. Once they even get off what looks like a precious combo here, Team Spirit just kind of muscle their way through it all. Take down some dairy and cheese along the way. It doesn't matter. They're going to be able to just break through this Rax. The second set for them. And Cookies may just be throwing in the towel shortly or not. Buyback comes in from Tusk. Hey, nice tornado catch. Iceberg in a bit of trouble. Grave has to come out from Always Want to Fly. And he's going to be going down. That's going to be the Aegis here.
Just waiting on the side.
Yeah,
he wants
waiting.
it.
Step in and boom, boom. Deafening Blast will hold him back though. Telekinesis, Snowball, LSA on the warpath back. Nice Grave. Keeping Loshara alive here. Trying to man up. He goes right back. Will end up going down. And this is a modest hold here from Cookies. It does cost him quite a bit though for him. I mean, this fight recap is not going to really do this justice at all, but a couple of buybacks.
Yeah. Invoker was the big winner, though. Came up with almost 1,700 gold just for killing the Sven alone. So massive bounties being applied here thanks to that. A little bit of a drought, one might call it, in terms of kills that they had. But, you know, the kill score up top certainly doesn't tell the story in Dota. Still far behind. 20,000 plus a lead here for Team Spirit.
What I like to say is step 1 of probably a 10-step program, unfortunately, is we will need quite a bit more. A future Roche to swing their way, another couple of team fights. Team Spirit here. Not even worrying about having to pull out any sort of buybacks. Just Cookies frantically taking the farm on their side while they can here. How's Ash moving along here? He does have a heart now, so he does get that more life. And we'll see if he has to finish out what looks like maybe the Manta here, or I said before, maybe you got to get some bit of evasion, get a butterfly. You know, no MKB in sight. Looks like on the side of Spirit. Might need that.
Definitely don't want that on Sven. Not one of the items that you want to buy, so that would be very nice to see come out here. Even, do we have a Solar Crest besides? I think there's one on... No, there actually isn't one. That could have been pretty huge up against the Sven as well, like the Shine. A little bit surprised there, not opting for that as well. But of course, you know, BKB came out decently early, and well, he's going to be getting that crit. Very old school Sven, I'd say. It was definitely the big focus for him, getting nice early Chrysalis and Daedalus, and Octarine Coronet out for Iceberg. These big ticket items coming out are, it's looking pretty scary. So we'll see. You're right though. It is quite a few steps required for this win.
I'm curious.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if he already has the cleave, so you don't have to worry so much. But it's like if you really want to go ham on this PL and his illusions, maybe get that Mjolnir build up. I mean, you could benefit from the active, I suppose, but we'll see. For everyone else, they kind of have to make do with those PL illusions here. Slardar is still just a running initiator, and oh, they get caught with a respectable tornado. They're just still trying to be the enforcers, keep all the lanes pressured as much as possible. The supports will continue to starve quite a bit here on the side of Cookies, but as I say, that Pablo, hey, is Rubik. He's got Ags, he's got Aether Lens. Watch your spells. I mean, the range is ridiculous, right? Let's see this. Woo.
Yeah,
Spell steal?
Humongous.
That's
with
crazy.
The Aghanim Scepter too, like, it's giant.
Yeah.
Godblack's certainly not going to be poor, like the sports over there. Godblack looks like one of those banes you'd like report in your pub. Got Boots of Travel, Aether Lens, and a Crimson Guard. You know, like someone's pinging this guy. Like, where's your Blink Dagger? Where's your initiation? But yeah, it's Godblack. He's been working out here, getting some nice little plays here. The initiation range on the Nightmare, I think, catches a lot of people off guard.
Yeah.
Stack on that Aether's Lens.
I gotta say, Aether Lens.
Really good job on his Fiend scripts. Yeah.
It's very good for a hero like Bane. So I'm curious to see if that's something that gets incorporated a bit more into future Bane buildups. Extra range on hell every one of his abilities is pretty damn swell. So we'll see.
Yep.
For now, they just kind of take over. Cookies still holding for the most part back in their base, with the exception of Ash, who will boots trouble backing away here. Don't foresee Cookies really being able to even smoke at this point and pull out a crazy YOLO kind of a play. They have to just really rely on their high ground defense as it is. I mean, how many times have we seen the mighty teams like Vici Gaming and a certain Ice 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 Darkseer just hold the base on his own? You know, hopefully Cookie's looking to get a bit of the same. And I gotta say though, a lot of his vacuum combos look great. It's just the fact that Team Spirit are able to what look like shrug it off and just be like, yeah, nice effort, and then just kind of still take over the fight.
Yeah, actually, the Crimson Guard, a big part of that too. Being able to stack that up against the PL illusions, and as well as of course, the illusions from the Darkseer. So, really like that item pickup there. Certainly not something you see every day, and you know, Godblack just showing a lot of experience as a Dota player overall, like understanding all the items, going for something that's out of the norm, but working out well. And Iceberg forced the BKB here.
All right, commitment from outside the base. Oh, Steph makes initiation, but might quickly regret it. But hey. There's a
they got it though.
Laguna. Yeah, dude. Pablo's like, dude, just go kill yourself. I want that Laguna. This is an Ags Laguna too, people. That is.
Yeah, that's actually humongous. It's like the only way they kill Sven.
That's big.
During BKB.
And this could be big damage if not careful. And I wonder if it's something that Spirit have considered here. Afterlife sprinting in. Shivas are looking along commitment. They want to get a hold of the Invoker. 4-step keeps him backing away. They pop their BKBs. They look to reposition. Spirit need to get right back to the front gate. This could be huge for Cookies. They get a nice vacuum wall combo. Laguna's out. Lushara he has to get Grave to make it out. The rest of Spirit slowly getting grabbed up here from PL. Now outside the base, they might look to re-engage. Ash makes his move, looking for Iceberg. He's going to be forced to now BKB, turn back Laguna. Invoker, barely alive, does go down. But here they go, re-engaging once more. Steph sets up the shards to block their path. They step back again. They look for Steph. Steph will be dropped. They make a jump for the Darkseer. There's going to be the Stormbolt. Yule set up. They're going to get hold of Kazoo, it looks like. He goes down. Spirit's still all here.
So
Greaves up. They're very low, but they just can't get him finished. And it looks like they'll be fine.
So good. But yeah, they were on the run for a moment there, but they regrouped. Always want to fly, just spamming these heals, getting Lushara back up to fight and shape. His BKB is now back up. That's how long this fight went.
Lushara jumps in. They look for Invoker again. This time, the Force won't keep him safe. And that could be it. Invoker out now. 90 seconds, no buyback. Mid lane Rax is exposed. Quick to go down here. Team Spirit look like they might have just taken the series to Game 3.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yep, it seems with that buyback from the Invoker, and now Afterlife also can be able to finish off Pablo here with the Laguna Blade. That looks like it's just about it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Never say die, though, says Cookies. They will fight to the end, it looks like here. Steph, that CP's not happening. He just gets crushed. Last rack standing before the Megas come out. He actually made it out. Look at that. Oh, he's dead now.
Radiant's top barracks.
And that will be game. All right, props to Team Spirit. They had a bit of a slow start in the laning phase, but eventually they just pulled it all back together. They took over the map, let alone being able to just cross the river from one point. And the game is theirs.
Yeah, honestly, just great support play coming from the side of Team Spirit as well. Like, Godlike Gang does really clutch items. Always want to fly, of course, with amazing Grays in the late game to secure some of those big battles. And all those stacks, keeping Lashara in it. You know, he's their stand-in, so you got to give this guy a lot of fire. I'm going to keep him going. And they did an excellent job at it, Ancients and Jungle. So excited to see where we go in Game 3.
Should be a good one. We'll see what Cookies can do to either keep the dream alive for this underdog squad, or if Team Spirit are not going to be shaken up from Game 1 and round out this whole series. We'll cut to a break, and when we get back, it's going to be Game 3 of Cookies versus Team Spirit with myself, KotLGuy, and MotPax. We'll see you soon.